Hello 151 students, this is Charles. I'll be taking you through chapters 3 and 4 for the course this semester. This video is just an introduction to chapter 3, demand and supply. Chapter 3 of the prescribed text comprises the following 5 sections, and I'll be uploading a separate video for each one of these sections. The demand section might have 2 videos since it is a somewhat lengthy part of the chapter. So this video serves as the general introduction to chapter 3. The next video will be looking at demand. We will distinguish between individual and market demand. We will then derive a demand curve and do a bit of analysis looking at shifts of the curve and movements along the curve. We'll then move on to supply, again distinguishing between individual and market supply, and considering shifts and movements, or shifts of the curve and movements along the supply curve. In a separate video, we will be discussing market equilibrium, introducing the concept of equilibrium, and also discussing excess demand and excess supply in markets. We'll also look at how prices serve the function of a signaling mechanism in the market economy. And then finally, in a separate video still, we'll discuss the concepts of consumer and producer surplus. One of the core concerns of microeconomics is the analysis of markets. And in any economy, there may be many markets. For this course, we will focus on the goods market exclusively. Furthermore, we'll be analyzing individual markets for goods. So we won't be looking at a general equilibrium situation. Rather, we'll be doing what we might call partial equilibrium analysis. That's looking at a single market for a single product or commodity. The two main actors in a market, in the goods market specifically, are the households and firms. These are the participants in the market. Households being the buyers of goods and services, whereas firms are the suppliers of goods and services. Now, prices and quantities. How much gets traded in a market of a given commodity? Let's say we're interested in the market for oranges. How many oranges get sold in a given economy, in a given market, and at what price those oranges get sold at. All of this is determined by demand and supply. That is the interaction of households and firms. And we'll consider each of these, demand and supply, separately, after which we will look at them in combination and how the interaction of these two things results in an equilibrium price and quantity. This slide provides a graphical illustration of what we've been talking about up to now. Down on the left we have firms, and over on the right households. Firms supply the goods and services in the goods market, whereas households make up the demand in the goods market. And it is this curve over here, the demand curve, that is the subject of our next video. That concludes the introductory video for chapter 3. Thank you very much.